The New South Wales Government will proceed to a more comprehensive shutdown of non-essential services over the next 48 hours in an attempt to slow the spread of the virus. Many services, including supermarkets, petrol stations and pharmacies, are among those that will remain open. Schools in the state will also be open tomorrow. Both Victoria and New South Wales were planning to push for lockdowns at tonight's National Cabinet meeting. But the New South Wales Premier, Gladys Berejiklian, has preempted that, saying her state would be pursuing the more drastic measures. Victoria has now followed suit, with the Premier, Daniel Andrews, announcing a broad shutdown and bringing the school holidays forward to begin this Tuesday. South Australia has closed its borders while police there declare a major emergency. Western Australia's border will be closed from Tuesday 1:30 p.m. local time. And the University of Queensland has been given a $17 million boost to fund research aimed at having a vaccine ready for deployment early next year. Now, more on the New South Wales move to shut down non-essential services over the next 48 hours in an attempt to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Reporter Ashley Raper has the details.
The Premier of New South Wales, Gladys Berejiklian, has just released a statement informing us that basically New South Wales will go into shutdown mode over the next 48 hours. So non-essential businesses like cafes, restaurants, they will all be forced to close over the next 48 hours. Supermarkets and pharmacies will be exempt because they're considered essential. So will delivery and freight and those kind of businesses. Now, we're not sure exactly what will be deemed essential and non-essential, but it is a big announcement from the New South Wales Government today. And the language is also interesting because Gladys Berejiklian is not waiting for the National Cabinet meeting tonight where premiers and chief ministers meet with the Prime Minister, that she said in this statement that she is informing the National Cabinet that this is happening. And we understand as well that the Victorian Premier, Daniel Andrews, will also make a similar announcement to the National Cabinet. So we see now states are going their own way, making decisions themselves on how they are going to protect their states. We just heard as well from South Australia that they're closing their borders. So there is an interesting shift here. States are very much taking the lead on how they manage keeping their people safe. The Premier said that schools will be open tomorrow, but then she will make an announcement in regards to school tomorrow as well. So there's a sense there that perhaps schools will start to be closed. And the Premier has been under intense pressure for at least a week to close schools. Some independent schools here have decided to shift their classes online already. There's been pressure from Catholic schools. They have been wanting to close. And we just know anecdotally that numbers are down in schools across Sydney in particular because parents have not wanted their children to go to school. So schools in New South Wales will be officially open tomorrow, but beyond that, there is a sense that they will close. We even saw today the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, in his press conference expressed his anger about all those people on Friday going to Bondi Beach. And we have seen beach closures since then, and even Manly Beach, another very popular beach here in Sydney, has just announced it's closed because it didn't stay within the new limits that were announced by the New South Wales Government, that there had to be less than 500 people on the beach. So it seems like that it was a wake-up call, as the Prime Minister put it, to premiers and especially the Premier here, Gladys Berejiklian, that people aren't taking the message seriously. I think you can just see on social media and just talking to people that people are still going out to pubs and cafes, and that message is not cutting through about social distancing. So it seems that there's now going with extreme measures to make sure that the spread of this disease does not continue, because we have seen in the past 24 hours 97 new cases here in New South Wales, and part of that were also backpackers in the Bondi area, which goes to that scenes that we saw at Bondi Beach, that people really did need to keep their distance because this virus is highly contagious and it is spreading, and people need social distancing and we need that to combat this infection.